Okay, everybody, hello, this is Paul from Tiltal, a technology in language teaching and learning group. I'm here with Raquel Ribeiro. Hi, Raquel.
Hi, Paul.
And we are doing a test. We are evaluating our second virtual world, which is called Gather Town. Yesterday, we looked at a virtual world called Spatial, which was very interesting and very good fun. And today we
Yeah,
are today we are in Gather Town. So, Raquel, what are your initial impressions of Gather Town?
I think Gather Town seems to be really friendly in the sense that we don't need to have an account at first.
Mm-hmm.
So it's easy to use. You can invite the other person via link and keep an anonymous profile with your name, but I think this process is much easier.
Yeah.
And the sound quality, I think uh, that was better this time. I don't know if it has to do with the platform, maybe.
I think that's true,
It's
Raquel, because
better to
yeah,
use.
yesterday I think your microphone was a little bit fuzzy, and I thought maybe that was to do with your webcam, but actually I think it was to do with spatial. So
Yeah.
yeah, Gather Town, the audio sounds to me like perfect.
Something else that I've realized here, there are lots of spaces such as here, like
Mm,
tables and places to sit and gather.
yes,
So we could have everybody together and there would be more room for them to interact.
yes,
Obviously, we would have to see how that goes with more students because if we think of a pair interaction,
hmm,
it seems very easy to go. Maybe having more rooms to interact, but I think it
mm,
seems great. It's possible to open the camera and then you can see the other colleague's face, or
yes.
maybe not, just keep
Yeah.
using, interacting with the avatar.
I agree that yeah, Gather Town seems a lot easier to move around, and the spatial was a little bit hard to navigate. I think you got stuck in a river at one point, right? And
Yes, I
you
did.
you
That
also
was
got
a bit
stuck
traumatic.
on the table as well. So for me, like Gather Town is a lot easier to navigate. The graphics obviously are more basic, but it doesn't bother me because the sound quality is better. So for me, if you're teaching languages, then the sound quality is the most important thing,
Yeah.
I think. And so yeah, we can walk around. By the way, this is for people who are watching the webinar. I have set Raquel to be on a spotlight, so that means that if I walk away from Raquel, if I walk down here, Raquel can still hear me, right, Raquel?
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
hear you
yeah.
just fine.
So when Raquel and I first joined Gather Town, I couldn't hear her unless I was within a certain, very close area to her character. So if you want to walk around Gather Town and still hear the other person, you have to spotlight them. Yeah. So and we can interact with our environment, can't we, Raquel? Like we can pick things up.
Yeah.
Should we go and pick something up?
Yeah, let me try because it's your environment and I'm
Yes.
part of that. Let's see.
What about
I'm
this?
adding,
What about this chess piece over here? Can you pick this up?
I picked this up.
Down here. Oh, you got a chair on the table. Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
So where did that chair come from, Raquel?
Yeah, there's a kind of a tool actually down right. And as
Yeah.
you go through that, it reads build tool. And
Ah.
there's a menu that opens up. And I just realized that as you drag whatever object you choose,
Hmm.
it multiplies and just have to be careful because otherwise you're going to keep adding and adding and adding.
Hmm.
So you have to close it or
Okay.
erase it. It's very easy to use. You can upload an image if you want.
Oh, great.
Uh,
Okay.
yeah, there's
Let me show that on my screen right now. 1 second. So you click on the build tool, and then you open the object picker. Is that right?
yeah.
Okay, I've got that. Okay. Oh, I can see lots of different objects here. Like I can see furniture. I can see like different categories and things like that. Yeah. So Raquel, last time you taught me some Portuguese and I taught you some Japanese. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see if our lessons were effective. Can you put the chair on the table again? Sorry, because
Yeah.
I erased it.
All right, here it is.
Okay, so now I'm going to try to remember how to say this, right? Because you taught me this yesterday. Okay, now I
Yeah.
think, let me try. Is it cabeiro?
Cadeira.
Ah, I was very close.
Was
Cabeira.
enough.
Okay,
Cadeira.
cabeira. Okay,
And
cabeira.
to say, this is a chair.
Uh, let me
Es,
try. Eso es cabeira.
okay, almost there.
Uh-huh.
Esta é uma cadeira.
Okay. Now, you know what? It's much easier for me to hear your pronunciation in Gather Town. Like yesterday in Spatial, because your mic was like fuzzy, it was really hard for me to hear the pronunciation.
Yeah, for
But
me
today,
too, you know.
yeah.
Yeah, I felt it was hard for me
Mm.
to make sense of the sound as well.
Now we can also type, right? So I'm gonna, Raquel, I'm gonna try to type what you said. So I think it was esta es uma cabeira. And can you look in the chat and let me know if that's correct?
Okay, hold on. All right, it's still a little bit of Spanish interference. That's very interesting.
Okay.
It goes like that.
Cadeira. Okay. Yeah.
Cadeira.
So I think if I was teaching a language inside one of these virtual worlds like Spatial or Gather Town, I would have to use the chat, to show
Yeah,
students.
that's great. Yeah, and I think this is pretty much what learning a language is about. Checking things, making sure you understand, you know. It's looking back into the very old type of approach, the dictation, when you dictate a sentence or a word and they have to make sense to check if they're actually getting the combination of letters.
Exactly.
Syllables right.
Exactly. In fact, you could dictate something and I could type it, or I could dictate something and you could type it. Yeah. But I think we need to use the written chat in conjunction with speaking.
Precisely, yeah.
So Raquel, do you mind if we test your memory of the Japanese?
Okay, all right, I'll face that.
so come with me. Okay, just stand over here. Stand over here.
Hold on. I'm on.
Can you stand up? Okay, yeah. So now, what is this?
Okay, it's a cat. In
Yep.
Japanese, I'd say nickel.
Really close. You're really close. Yes.
Neko.
Yeah. Can you type it in the chat? Like, how do you think it would be spelled in the chat?
It's very challenging.
Go on, try.
Okay, I would say that.
Raquel, that is correct.
Oh, good.
Yes, that is correct.
Oh, let me use the emoji and celebrate.
Yes.
Can you say the celebration?
I can. Now, of course, in Japanese, it would not be. We use Japanese script. So I'm just going to check, actually, if it's possible to send a Japanese script in this. Let me try this. Yeah, it is, right. So in Japanese script, it would look like this. Neko.
Oh.
So you can type foreign characters into the chat, which I think is really nice. Yeah.
And in emoji language, it would be that.
Yes. Exactly. So, like, compared to Spatial, then, like, what do you think? Like, in your opinion, which do you prefer?
I feel this is simpler to interact with.
Mm,
The characters are cute,
mm-hmm.
so for me it seems friendlier. And I like the fact we can open the camera and close the camera so the person feels free in this sense.
Mm.
And I miss that in spatial.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
me too. Yeah.
I miss that. And I really like the different spaces here to interact, to there's a small there's a
Yeah, me
bridge
too.
over there.
Me
I'm
too.
trying to cross the bridge, though I should be far from rivers. My last experience was not a good one.
Yeah, you got stuck in a river. Now,
Yeah,
Raquel, I think it would be interesting to think about like methodologies, right? So, there's a methodology called TPR, which stands for Total
yeah,
Physical Response, right? Have you ever used that in your classes, TPR?
yeah.
Yeah.
As one of them, sure.
I think like when you're teaching children, for example, you might use TPR. You like say, stand up, sit down,
Yes, exactly.
dance, run. So like I wonder if we can try a little bit of TPR. Like you would tell me to do something in Portuguese, and I would try to
Okay.
understand it, and I try to do it. Okay.
All right. Have you figured out the commands, for instance, for jumping or
Uh,
dancing?
no, but you could tell me to like walk around the table or sit on the
Okay,
bench or
so we
something
can
like
figure
that.
it out with
Yeah.
this. All right then.
Yeah, yeah. And
Okay.
remember, just to remind the audience watching, I have no prior knowledge of Portuguese at all, other than cadeiro. Okay, cadeira. Sorry,
Cadeira.
cadeira.
All your knowledge of Portuguese.
Yes, yes. Even cadeira, I got wrong. So okay.
Yeah, that's right now.
So
Cadeira.
this is going to be really challenging for me. So I'd like you to give me like a simple instruction and see if I can understand it. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Um, so the full sentence in Portuguese.
Mm-hmm.
Vá para perto da cadeira.
Okay, so I know the word cadeira, so that's obviously chair. Can you type it in the chat as well so I can read it?
All right.
Thank you. Vá para perto da cadeira. Now I could
Yeah.
like cheat and try to use Google Translate, but I'm not going to do that. Okay.
You don't want to do that. You have to play very
um,
realist
can you
here.
tell me? Can you give me a hint? Like, what is
Yeah.
perto? Perto. What is perto?
Close to, nearby.
Okay, okay, okay. So does it mean bring the chair over here?
Actually, it's about you moving towards.
Ah. So move
Vá
toward the chair.
para. Yeah,
Okay. Okay. So va para perto da cadeira. Okay.
that's right.
So I go over here.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
because then you are nearby, close to. All right.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to teach you another word.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to teach you the word tree.
Okay.
And let me help you out here. So,
Oh, this
árvore,
is a difficult one. Okay. Can you read it?
árvore, árvore,
Avori. So va para
árvore.
perto da cadeira. Avori.
Vá. No, no, now I'm changing the sentence.
Ah, okay, okay, okay.
Vá para perto da árvore.
Ah, now I understand. It means go stand next to the tree.
Exactly. The
Okay.
people who can understand Portuguese realize I've got an accent in Portuguese.
Okay.
It's a bit
I think
carioca from Rio, a little
it's
bit
fine. It's
from
fine. Don't
São
worry about it.
Paulo.
The haters are gonna hate.
Yeah, do
Now,
anything about it.
I think
Find it
that's
cute.
great, Raquel, because basically what we've done there is we've done a substitution drill, right? Because what you're doing is you're keeping the sentence the same, but you're changing one
Yeah,
of the words, right?
yeah, so
So
that
I've
you
got
get to understand
So let me practice. I'm going to practice one more time. So it's va pra perto da cadeira, va pra perto de avore.
That's it.
Yes. Okay. I feel like I'm really learning some Portuguese here. It's great. So, do you have anything else you want to do in here, or anything else you want to say about this experience for learning or teaching languages,
I
Raquel?
think I like that. There's a panel with emojis, and I believe emoji is something very important in communication, especially for teenagers or children.
Yeah.
Or adults too. We tend to think, oh, this is only for teens, but it's a lot more practical sometimes to use this and communicate. I like the chart the way it is, and personally, I feel there's a lot of potential here with Gather Town.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
The challenge would be having more students within this space.
Yes. Now, there's only two of us testing this out, right? So I don't know how slowly or how quickly the connection would go if you had, say, 10 students or 20 students inside this virtual world.
Precisely, yeah.
But for one-to-one.
Yeah, or if you would have to open more rooms in your teacher account and then share with a group of, let's say, 3 students, so they would keep up a conversation. And obviously, we're not talking about a full class in a virtual environment, but we are thinking of a task within a lesson. We're just getting to extend this here so that we explore the potential and have some ideas. And we'd love to hear from other teachers if you have tried, if there are other possibilities you can see here.
Yes, exactly. Anyone else who has used Gather Town or Spatial to teach languages, we'd love to hear about that, okay? And for the time being, I think Raquel and I are going to say goodbye, and tomorrow we're going to look at another virtual world. So until then, thank you very much and goodbye.
Goodbye, guys.